During an immigrant visa interview, the consular officer's primary goal is to determine whether the applicant is eligible to immigrate to the United States. This includes assessing the applicant's intention to permanently reside in the United States, evaluating their eligibility for the particular immigrant visa category they're applying for, and determining whether the applicant meets the legal requirements for immigration to the United States, such as having a valid marriage or family relationship with a U.S. citizen or legal permanent resident, being employed by a U.S. employer, or having an investment in the United States. Additionally, the consular officer may also evaluate the applicant's health and financial status to ensure they will not become a burden on the United States government or society. The specific questions that visa officers ask during an interview of a U.S. immigrant visa can vary depending on individual circumstances. In general, a U.S. consular visa officer will typically ask a variety of questions to evaluate the applicant's eligibility for immigration to the United States. Some of the questions that may be asked during an immigrant visa interview include: 1. Purpose of immigration. What is the purpose of your immigration to the United States? 2. Relationship with a U.S. citizen, a lawful permanent resident. Are you married to a U.S. citizen, a lawful permanent resident? If yes, how did you meet your spouse? And how long have you been married? If not, do you have any family members who are U.S. citizens or lawful permanent residents? 3. Health and criminal history. Do you have any health conditions that would prevent you from living in the United States? Have you ever been arrested or convicted of a crime? 4. Education and qualification. What is your educational background? And do you have any special skills or qualification that would make you a valuable asset to the United States? 5. Intend to live in the United States permanently. Do you plan to live in the United States permanently, or do you intend to return to your home country after a period of time? 6. Previous travel history. Have you ever traveled to the United States before? If so, when and for how long? These are just some of the questions that a U.S. consular visa officer may ask during an immigrant visa interview. The specific questions may vary depending on the visa category applied for and individual circumstances of the applicant. It is important to answer all questions honestly and clearly, providing any necessary documentation to support your responses. It's also a good idea to practice answering these questions beforehand to ensure that you feel confident and prepared for the interview. Hello, welcome to Bond Immigration Channel. If you're applying for an U.S. immigrant visa, you will likely need to go through an interview preparation. In this video, I will help you practice with a mock interview, which includes family-based immigrant visa questions and answers. Let's start.
Good morning. Can you tell me your name?
Yes, my name is John Smith.
Great, John. What is the purpose of your visit to the United States?
The first question the officer is likely to ask is about the reason for your visit to the United States. This question helps the officer to determine whether your trip is appropriate for the visa you're applying for and whether you have a legitimate reason for coming to the United States.
I am applying for an immigrant visa to permanently live in the United States.
Can you tell me a bit about the sponsor for your visa application?
My sponsor is my sister and she is a U.S. citizen living in New York.
Okay, great. Do you have documents showing your relationship with your sponsor?
Yes, here is the birth certificate of my sister's and mine showing she is my biological sister. I also bring some old family pictures.
Okay, and have you ever been convicted of a crime or have any legal issues?
The visa officer may also ask about any criminal or legal issues you may have had in the past. This is to ensure that you're admissible to the United States and don't pose a threat to the safety of U.S. citizens.
No, I don't have any criminal record.
Have you ever applied for a U.S. visa before?
No, this is my first time applying.
The officer may also ask about any previous visa applications you may have made.
Can you provide proof of financial support after you're moving to the United States?
Yes, I have a bank statement and personal tax return forms of my sponsor that shows she has enough funds to cover my living cost. I also bring a bank statement of my own.
All right, that concludes our interview. Your visa application will now be processed and you'll be notified of the decision.
Thank you.
And that's it. While the specific questions may vary depending on your situation and the type of visa you're applying for, these are some of the most common questions that visa officers ask during U.S. immigrant visa interviews. Remember to be honest and concise in your answers and be prepared to provide supporting documents if necessary. Good luck with your visa application.